Hello and welcome to Beauty and Chronic Pain. I'm Becky. Today's video is hopefully going to be a quick and simple video to show you how to do a liquid eyeliner on hooded eyes. So let's jump right in. What I'm going to try is a felt tip liner pencil that looks like this. If I can just zoom in, you can see that kind of tip. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit of gold in, but this is the only pen like this I can find. This is a Ciaté pencil and pen. It's very faded, which is weird because I haven't had it that long and I don't use it that much. I think it's called the Feline Flicks. I got when I bought Zoe Morello's palette. So the trick I have hopefully learnt for this, I did watch a lot of videos to prep because I don't really do that much winged liner, and I'm always hesitant to try it, but I learned what should be some good tips. So let's see. Apparently you take the pen and then you follow the line. You start with the wing using the bottom eyelid shape. Just follow that along, and apparently it's supposed to be like horizontal, but not horizontal as if you were following from the lid, so that'll give you like an extreme lid. I'm trying to open my eyes wide so I can see my lower lid properly. You just follow the line. Maybe I should pull it a little tighter. And no, that was a mess straight away, so give me a second, I will clean that up and try again. I think the problem is because I should have pulled the lid tighter. Don't think I brought any makeup cleaner in here, so it's not the most hygienic, but it's my face, so wet that a little. I have these weird called safety cotton buds. I got them from Asda. They were supposed to be these makeup ones that I'd used before, but I'd got them as a substitute, so ended up picking the wrong ones when I went to get it deliberately this time. Ugh, hang on. See, I've got some liners there still. Okay, let's try again. This time pulling the lid a little bit tight. Haha! Success. So I pulled it quite long, which you don't have to do it too long if you don't want. Just gonna go over that line again to fill it in because this pen is a little, I guess it's a little old. It's always felt kind of wet when I've used it. So the problem with these pens, it's harder to tell when they're running out until they look a bit suspect. Yeah, I think you're supposed to like come down that line again, and then I'm trying to think of the exact tips I saw. I'm just using my table to stabilize my arm. So I'm coming back halfway, and you're supposed to bring it down at an angle until you get about halfway. Halfway across this part of your lid, your top lid. So I'm going to try and close that line. It's actually a lot higher up there than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more, I was aiming for more down here. So far that's looking interesting, isn't it? This would make like a really interesting like graphic, what they call graphic liner. So yeah, I'm just going to fill that in for a minute. See how that looks. Looking down into my mirror, of course, if you look up as well, you can see that you're going to still see that eyeliner, which is good, because the problem with hooded eyes is that when you're looking down into the mirror, what you see is different when you look up, because then can you see this part of my lid, just it goes like that. You can see quite a bit of lid space. Hang on, I look into this mirror like that, and then when I tilt my head normally, that's all covered by the hood. Hence the term hooded eyes. So let's fill that in quickly. I feel like I can't talk at the same time. I don't want to talk because I'm afraid of messing it up. So yeah, you just bring that line right onto the front of the eye, the inner corner as far along as you want it. And you have to keep this part of the line very thin, and then this part is supposed to get thicker until it meets up. I wondered if I did this line too much that way. Maybe it should have been a bit pointed, because I've seen a lot of people seem to sort of act like they're drawing, bringing this tip to their eyebrow. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd like how that would look, so let's just deepen this up again. Bit more, much more solid line. Quite happy with that actually. That turned out better than I was expecting it to, because I just don't have high expectations for my skills with stuff like this. My hand-eye coordination is 0 since all the many medications I'm on just make me so like... I feel like I should make this a little thicker, but I'm scared of ruining it. It's really good so far. I think this is supposed to come more to a point. Try and sharpen that line if I can. Trust it to want to run out now. Ah, there we go. Ooh. Oh, annoyingly, I think I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like the colours are called bleeding a little. I think that went actually much too far, but oh well. That's actually not looking too bad, but I feel it looks so thick for my little eyes. Not too bad though. If I lean back, that looks like really cool. The other trick that I saw for how to do this, I'm going to use just a regular eyeliner tip, which is also thin, but this one is a Primark eyeliner. This is a metallic colour. It's going to come out a lovely blue. The company for Primark is called Golden Rose, and I have this in 3 colours. I can only find 3 colours. It might be all it comes in, just gold, silver, and this blue colour. I have pictures of the other makeup I bought from Primark at the same time on my Instagram, which is linked below if you'd like to check it out. Now, on this side, what I learned, which I thought was a really good tip, is So still like tilting your head back as before. I'm just thinking to make sure I've got this right. So basically what you do is you just join some dots. So you want the liner to go there, there, there on the end, there on the end. It looked so much better when she did in the video. She just did it like boom, 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 so fast. Now I feel like my brain hasn't retained the information properly. Let's see if I can do this. So I'll try and bring it like a different angle to that one. I felt that was a little bit too... Maybe I misunderstood when she said horizontal. That looks too horizontal, if you know what I mean. So I want it pointed up. Oh! A bit more. I don't know why I just made that exclamation, as if I didn't know. So yeah, so I guess you would do a dot there, do a dot there, and a dot, say at the top where you wanted it, and then a dot there, because you want that to meet, and then you just join the dots basically. There's also the trick where you could use like a credit card or something, or any type of card you have in your purse, Advantage card from Boots, so you just hold it like that and then just go whoosh, and it's like a much faster line. But let's see if we can join these dots. I know you said you don't want it to look like it's at a right angle, and I think mine's looking a bit wider than a right angle. I feel like I need more ink, and that is such a fine... I don't know if I showed you, look at that fine tip. It looks a little thicker than a second ago because I just coated it in more liner. Still resting my arm against the table just to keep it steady. You have to try and bring this as close to your lash line as possible, because if you have gaps it will not look as good. You can see how they're two different shapes. And let's just act like you got more dots there on the edge. Nice sharp wing. I think I actually preferred that shape to this shape. What do you think? Comment below which one you think is a better shape for my eyes. But how beautiful is this blue colour? You can see the shininess. Looking down in my mirror. Quite like that. Well, unfortunately the colour smudged at the top, but you could easily clean that with a very fine brush and use a bit of concealer or even makeup remover. To neaten it up. That was the point I was trying to make. I actually have two more ways to show how to do eyeliner on hooded eyes, because I found my vamp stamp. Now you probably heard of this and it works really well. It was designed by this woman who has, I think it was arthritis in her hand, so she had problems gripping eyeliner, and she still wanted to have a nice winged eye but without the difficulty of holding a pen when her fingers were hurting. So she invented this, and I think this is the medium one, and it has an indicator for left and the right eye, and it's really simple. Basically I'm going to do the right eye, So what you do is, why do I always think there's a lid on this? I feel I have to pull it in. It's like, oh, it's too hot to think straight. So what you do is you get your chosen eyeliner. I don't think it has to be gel, but gel is the easiest. I just gave that a quick wipe because it's been sat on my table for a little while. It might be a little dusty. You get the gel liner. I'm using a Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner in black. So it's to last 24 hours. You get the stamp, you get the right eye, whichever eye you're going to use, and you just, oh hang on, I can see little hairs. Because I wiped it on a tea towel. But anyway, sorry. And you just put it on that. Try and pick up the liner. Make sure it's covered as much as possible. It's easy to see on the bottom whether you've covered it or not, because, oh, hang on, focus in. Because you'll see the purple underneath if it's not completely covered. Right. I've used this once or twice before, and I didn't have a lot of luck with it. I don't know why I didn't try more. I really should. And you just stamp it on basically to your eye. I think it is a bit fiddly and you have to like practice a couple of times, but once you get it, it should be really good. So you bring it, you can see the shape, it's like an arrowhead, it points in like that. If you can, let me show you again. The problem with the lens is, the eye thing is down there. Can you see? Can you see that shape? I'll link it below. Anyway, let's do this before this eyeliner dries. And you just use that sort of sideways V shape, put that to the corner of your eye. And then press and hold. Just make sure you push hard enough that it picks up. And didn't work perfectly, but that's probably because I took forever with it. You can just slot it back in, but I'm going to try, see if I use some setting spray just to wet the eyeliner that's already on there. No, that's probably not going to be a good idea. Let's just stick it back in the eyeliner pot. Oh, that just slid so far in there. Ugh. Try not to waste your gel liner. Line it up again. I'm going to just look down into my mirror, tilt my head that way so hopefully you can see. Shift things over on my table. Put it in the corner, press and hold. Try to press all the corners without digging my eye out. And even though I got it right the way in, you can see that has not quite worked. Not sure why. Can I press it again without making that chunky? No, that's made a mess. Really wipe that off on my tissue. I don't want it to dry on here. I'll give that a proper clean when I finished. Let's see if I can clean that up actually and make something presentable out of that. Annoyingly, my camera just got interrupted by this stupid app, which is a good app actually because it reminds me to take my medication. Still trying to clean that. Do you know, this has made such a mess, it'd probably be easier not to even bother. But like if you clean it up enough, you can see that could make like a decent wing. I'm gonna just be done with that eye. Ignore that side for now. And I'm going to do the fourth and final one. You can tell I still need some work on my eyeliner. So I'm going to get this bit of card. And I'm going to do the other eye instead. Get the angle that you want. Pull a face. And then just... a twist up pencil. It's not like right on the edge enough like I'd want. Another way to do actually, instead of using card, would be to just use tape. You know, not sellotape or duct tape. Use the tape that you use for beauty. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. This pencil is not very good. This is a Deck of Scarlet pencil, Longwear eyeliner in Chameleon. I think it's supposed to be like a khaki green colour. Eye pencil is meant to be easiest, but I don't think it's easy to do a wing. I mean, you get the gist, you can see how that would look. Let's see if I can bring out the... This pencil does not glide very well on the eye, in my opinion. I could feel it like dragging a little. Obviously you could use like a pen, not a pen, a brush to clean that line up. Got a bit up there because there was some line on my fingers. Can you see that? Good, really close. It's not too bad actually. That is filled in. It's kind of like a fat line on the end, which some people like. You could clean it up with a concealer brush to make the line more like thinner, and apparently that's a more elegant look, but it depends, you know, what you prefer. Apparently there are no rules in makeup. So yeah, I'd say for me, in conclusion, the eyeliner pen, the felt tip one, and the metallic liner from Primark gave like the best wing liner for me. Maybe a sharper pencil would be better. I think the gel liner work. I could practice more with the vamp stamp. If I used a proper brush, like this is the brush that came with the pen. It has just like a normal small brush, you can see, and just do a nice line with it. But maybe you could use that to do a wing, I don't know, like a cat eye maybe. So have a look there, that vamp stamp mess. I wouldn't say this has been a complete disaster. It went about as well as I expected. And I'm done, so I will practice some more, and hopefully one day I'll be good at doing a nice wing. Until then, bye!